So I was trying to film like a get ready with me video the other day, and I was going to talk through it, but it went to shit because there was a lot of background noise and I wasn't even in the middle of the camera, and I keep looking in the viewfinder, which I'm really sorry, so I'm going to try and look in front of me. But today I am literally just doing a very simple like makeup look. So I'm just going out with a couple of friends. We're going to try a hand at salsa dancing. Well, we've been learning salsa dancing for like 3 months, but our teacher wants us to practice in like a social setting, so we're going to try social dancing, and I'm so nervous because I'm still a beginner. For today's primer, I'm just using my Embryolisse concentrate cream. It's the only thing that helps with anything that sticks onto my skin. I haven't had any luck with any primers that I've tried at like Mecca or Sephora. I know for dry skin people love using the Too Faced Hangover Primer. I tried that and it didn't really work for me. I found that my makeup started kind of drying off in the middle of the day, and it started getting really patchy, so I think it was just bad luck with me. So for today's foundation, I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to be using the Kiko Universal Fit Hydrating Foundation, and this is in the shade Neutral 30. This is like literally the only foundation that I can use at the moment. I am very tanned at the moment, and this is not fake tan. This is like normal natural tan because I've been going to the beach a lot. So when I'm film this, it's like the Christmas New Year period, so I would have had some time off, and yeah, I just went to the beach a lot. So yeah, I've gotten really tanned. So I'm just going to use this foundation because this is the darkest I have in my collection. The reason why I don't wear this too often is because I just really love my NARS Sheer Glow. Like, that's the only foundation that I wear like pretty much very regularly. This one is it dries pretty quickly, so I'm going to use a sponge, and I'm just going to work in sections because this dries so quick, and it's a bit hard to like drag around too. So I find that if I wear this, like put it all over my skin and then I try to blend it, it's a little bit hard to blend. Unfortunately, we can't actually get Kiko in Australia, which really sucks because they're such a cheapo brand, and in my opinion they've got really good products. Like, I really love their cream eyeshadow sticks, but yeah, like you just can't get it in Australia. So where I got my Kiko products was in Hong Kong, so I went on a trip last year and I bought like shitloads of Kiko stuff because I was like, it's gonna be a while till I come back, or I probably won't be going to Hong Kong as my next trip, so I better get heaps of stuff. And yeah, I got a lot of Kiko stuff, so I'm really happy with the stuff I got. Right, so I'm going to move on to concealer, and I'm just going in with my NARS Cream Concealer. This is in the shade Light 2 in Vanilla. I'm just going to conceal under the eyes as per usual. And I just really like doing this step because I really do find it helps highlight these areas. And I'll just use the same beauty blender that I had and just make sure I blend that in properly. So what I'm going to do before I set is just conceal my eyelids because I am going to wear eyeshadow. I'm just going to use this as eyeshadow primer as well. So I'm going to just start off by baking under the eyes first. So I'm just going to take my wet beauty blender and just press it in there, and then just basically go straight under the eyes. Okay, so while that's baking, I'm going to go in with my eyebrows, and I'm just going to be using the Benefits Full Pro Brow Powder. I'm really loving this product so much that I'm using it like pretty much every single day. And I think it's because it just gives off it doesn't look too drawn in. I just love how it looks very natural. So what I do is I start with the darker end of the product and I go in with the tail first. So I just draw underneath first, like that, and then the top, And then I just start filling in the end. And how I do it is I just follow where my hair will grow. So if it's going that direction, then I'll just fill it in that direction. Now when I get to the mid, pretty much the front to the mid section, I go in and I just mix the two colors together. Tap the excess off. And then what I do is I will just outline the bottom. Outline the bottom like this. And then I do upward strokes. But the brush is basically like, it's now like lying horizontal, and I just go up like this. And I find that you don't have it so harsh at the beginning of the brow. And then what you can do is if you go to the front, you flip it vertically, but with the longer side of your angled eyebrow brush on the bottom, and then I just like flick it up. With the brows, I'm going to take my bake off underneath the eyes. So I'm just going to grab that same powder brush and just take it off. And it's all nice and set. Like, I just love that powder so much. It just does the job really well. So I'm going to move on to eyes. So I've already primed my eyes using concealer. I've already set it as well. So I'm using my Morphe 350M palettes. And this is going to be like the easiest eyeshadow look that you will ever do, because I basically just I technically only really use one eyeshadow for the entire lid, but then I go in with like just a tad darker one to define the outer corner. So this is the palettes, and I'm going to go in and use this color here, which is, it's basically just like a very nice like medium toned brown. And I take that on a very big flat shader brush. So I'm going to show you the flat shader brush that I use. It's by Nude by Nature, and it's like this really big one here. It is slightly fluffy, but it's just big enough to cover like the area of my lid. So I just go in with that, pack that on there, and then I'll basically just buff that all over my lid. And where I stop is basically just above where, if I had a crease, it would go. So just pack that on. Don't worry if it's not tidy, because what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to go in with a blending brush. So I'm just using my Sigma blending brush, and it's the E25, and in circular motions I just go around the edges and I just diffuse that out so it's nicely blended. But the idea is like you want to keep the color more more concentrated near the lash line and have it kind of diffuse up. So just, it's kind of like a very quick smoky eye. And so I'm just using the same color going into the lower lash line. And I find that if I bring the color a bit lower than I normally would, because when I start applying, like, I'm going to do winged eyeliner actually. I've changed my mind. I'm going to do wing liner. When I put the look together with liner and lashes, I find that because I brought the color, I look a bit crazy right now, but because I brought the color a bit lower than just sticking it right at my lash line, it's going to bring the whole look together. So I know I look a bit crazy right now, but you will see once I put liner on and fake lashes, it's going to look really put together. Okay, so I've got my liner on. I take a gazillion years to put liner on, so I was like, I'll just cut it straight through it. What I'm going to do now is put fake lashes on. So to prepare myself for fake lashes, I will curl my lashes and put mascara on. Any mascara will do, as long as it's waterproof. So today I'm just using the Maybelline The Falsies Push Up Angel mascara. Next time I see you, I'm gonna walk right up to you and say what's on my mind. I gotta make you see. Lashes today that I'm using is the Model Rock lashes in the number 293. These are like the Kit Ready lashes. Okay, so moving on to the rest of the face, I'm just going to go in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm just going to use the top two contour shades and just chisel out my cheekbones and bronze a bit of my forehead and chin area as well. So I just basically start from the top of the ear down to the middle of my pupil, my pupil would be. For blush, I'm going in with my Tarte blush here, and this is in the shade Ornate. It's the Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush. So my family decided to do KK this year, and it was just pretty much us first-gen Aussies here. So there was a big group of us, but I've just taken this on a Revlon contour brush, and I'm just going to take that up the cheeks. It's actually a really nice shade. It's very pigmented, so I'm just making sure I only use a little bit. Okay, so for highlighter, I have been obsessed with my Fenty Beauty highlighter, the Killer Duo highlighter, but the shade Fire Crystal. I've been obsessed with using this. I don't know why, and I think because it just gives off such a nice highlight to the skin. Like, you're kind of glowing from within. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And sometimes I'll wet the brush and apply it if I really want to intensify it, but even naturally like this, it looks really beautiful. Do it on my nose as well. It goes really well with the rest of my makeup. Finally, for lips, I'm going to go in with my favorite combo at the moment. My favorite combo at the moment is the MAC liner in Oak, and then topping that off with Kylie Cosmetics Dolce AK. I love this one. This is like one of my favorite browns to wear. Go in with Dolce K. Okay, so that's finished look, and I will set this with setting spray and then I'm good to go. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this get ready with me. I don't really talk a lot in my videos, but I feel like it's good to sort of talk every now and then so you guys feel some sort of connection with me. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you so much to all my current subscribers at the moment. I don't have a big following at the moment, but I really do appreciate that you have subscribed, and I will be making more content in the new year as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!